So this game was recorded live because of the issues we're having with the replay files. You can see the awesome lag caused me to screw up there, and there's some more lag. Anyway, so this is a Terran versus Protoss. The guy's name is Aslanlol. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he asked me if I was Terran, and there's no need to tell him. If he didn't pay attention to the screen at the start, then make him scout. I'm opening up pretty standard 10 supply depot, you know, standard Terran stuff. Just keep in mind, if you're trying to get better at the game, pay attention to build orders. They're important. Now the build that I'm doing I still haven't perfected, but it's been pretty strong against Protoss. My timing was a little bit off right here. I didn't have the 150 minerals that I expected to have, but it's okay. It's because I threw down my gas beforehand. Now the reason I threw down my gas beforehand is because I'll need extra gas for a couple of ghosts. High five the SCV, the probe there.
Roger. SCV ready.
Notice how I'm using the hotkeys to shift the camera from one position to another. Keeping an eye on my SCV while keeping my production going at the command center. Very important. Saves a lot of time. I'm going to block this probe in so that I can kill it. Let's see if he's got any gas in there. Notice how I use the waypoints, shift clicking. So my SCV continues to move around the base even while I'm microing in my base. The lag spikes caused a little bit of a mishap right there when I was building that SCV. I did an attack move, but when I clicked it, I don't know what happened. But anyway, there's only a little bit of damage. I got the probe anyway. It's always important to check around for possible pylon build, like if you would build a pylon in the shadows. He didn't open with 2 gates. That was he opened a pretty standard Protoss build there, 1 gate. Trying to get some stalkers. So as soon as you have enough gas, build your Ghost Academy. And then get your second gas while your second barracks is building. Just build Marines until your second barracks is completed. And the reason why I say that is because if he just so happens to go Void Ray, you'll want a handful of Marines. I mean, Marauders are great against every Protoss unit, but obviously Void Rays, because Marauders can attack the air. But if he does a fast tech to Void Rays, then you're screwed. I saw that probe outside my base. Now you don't want that probe to build a pylon. Now, I know he built one somewhere, but as long as he didn't build it anywhere near my natural, I'm good. Reactor on the second barracks. Then you can build Marines twice as fast without having to build a third barracks. Ghosts coming out of the first barracks while I got a pretty good number of Marines. So I have 5 Marines, so if there was a Void Ray to pop into my base, I can take care of it. Now I'm also getting their combat shield upgrade and the stip packs. Now when you go against Protoss, because of the observers and Dark Templars, it's better safe than sorry to have 1 or 2 static defense detectors in your base, and you know that's a missile turret.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Now right there I saw that all he has is gateway units. So my build is pretty much going to hold right here. Now in the case that he didn't go gateway units, you would want to switch your tech up here shortly. I know he's making a push out, so I'm trying to get ready for that. My ghost already has enough energy for an EMP. I know I built a supply depot right there. In the game I got supply locked because that supply depot didn't build or something. I have no idea what happened. But yeah, it's about that time to expand. You want to get a factory and then a starport for, of course, medevacs.
Solo operative, right?
And here I am supply locked because that supply depot didn't build, and I can't figure out why. I'm like, what happened? Yeah, no supply depot over there. So let's try that a second time.
Yeah, whatever.
You see that observer right there? Even though my turret can't fire at it, the detection range makes him visible. So I'm going to get dead right up under it and fire, because if I was to fire from a range, you could run out of the detection radius and then go invisible and you can't attack it then. Now EMP will reveal a cloaked unit, but I didn't want to waste an EMP on a single observer, nor did I want to waste a scan, because a scan is 200 minerals. I mean, only 50 energy, but one mule can get you 200 minerals. So basically it costs you 200 minerals. Now the factory I'm going to use to scout, and I thought he pushed out, so he's probably just trying to keep me contained in my base, which I can see that's exactly what he's doing.
Sounds like a plan.
So if I try to expand right now, he'll move in and kill it. So what I'm going to do, turn it into an orbital command, use the mule, and then float it out to the island. That's one cool thing about Terran. I know he has nothing but gateway units, so he's not going to be able to go out there.
SCV ready.
And by the time he does get out there, I'll have some missile turrets to fire back.
Complete. Upgrade complete.
SCV ready. Bandit.
Another missile turret just in case, because I know he's going to send another observer. And now I pretty much have detection for my entire base just by placing those missile turrets in those locations.
It's go time.
Base is under attack.
I see he's got his edges pretty much. Not going to fly a drop ship over there, so
In the rear.
bring that factory back.
Huh? Well,
And because he's got gateway units, my infantry build is going to work awesome.
SCV ready.
Time's wasting.
Ready for dust off.
Notice how I'm producing medevac straight out of the starport without an add-on. Reason for that is the time it takes for you to build an add-on, you could have one medevac. Now it doesn't matter if he's attacking this or not, because obviously he doesn't have detection up there, and once it gets on the high ground he can't see it.
Our SCVs are under
Now he
attack.
did do a drop on me. Just a few zealots, but that's okay. Clean this up pretty easy. Yeah, nothing really to sweat about.
Give me the sit rep.
Now all these Marines, you'd probably be like, why don't I have a lot of Marauders? Well,
Ready for
the rate that Marines can attack is almost twice as fast as a Marauder, and not only that, they can attack air. So, you know, just in case he goes Void Rays, I won't be screwed. Take out this Observer. Notice what happened.
Been waiting on you. Nothing to it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. The aerial units can fly over ledges while your other units are still having to walk. Now, I do have some Marauders in the crowd, and that's for the Stalkers or anything. Notice the EMPs, 2 EMPs down, shields are gone. The Immortal doesn't have a shot because, well, obviously I have too many Marines. Neither does the Stalkers. Take out this Phase Prism. Because I know where that Phase Prism was going. It was going to my expansion. Now this is a perfect time for me to counterattack. I know he had all his units outside my base.
Mineral field